What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we are talking about those oh so precious diamonds, how you should spend them, and all the ways that you can potentially spend them and save them up, because, well, diamonds pretty much unlock a lot of different paths of progression on your account, and we want to make sure you guys are using them properly. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. Let's talk about diamonds in AFK Journey. So overall, there aren't a ton of ways in AFK Journey to actually spend your diamonds. They're pretty much exclusively for the mythical house. Now, there are some things that are very much worth getting. Sometimes even title essence if you need to build a stockpile back up. Most free-to-play players, you want to stay away from this in the guild store, though. One really great deal is, of course, that daily summon. You're basically getting a 60 diamond discount from the 10 pulls, essentially, because it costs 2,700 to summon for that. Really good. And then, of course, there are also the acorns. I would only go after these if you really need to build up heroes. Most people in the long run, like I'm talking way down the road, you're gonna get to the point where you probably don't need as many. You do in factions that they actually release heroes, where it's not so much in certain factions, but it is a decent amount. I mean, this is 5 acorns. That's sometimes better than a single summon, and it's cheaper than a summon, because let's be honest, summons usually give you just food, right? Yes, you can get good hero copies. There are some other things in the monthly version that are definitely worth grabbing. Number 1, you should always be grabbing these epic invites, and number 2, you should always grab these stellar crystals. For stargazing, these two are very good, and of course, you can only buy them once a month, so make sure you do. They did add gold to this, but if you play smart and you don't go crazy and buy all these gears and constantly upgrade your gear, like over upgrade your gear, you know, like every 5 levels, you're not going to have many gold problems. But they did put this in here for whales, I guess, in the early game that really want to power through it. That is something you can get, but I would highly suggest no, you don't go for that. Now, as far as the other stores, the recruitment store doesn't have anything in here, the arena store doesn't, the dream store doesn't, and the friendship store doesn't either. It has some gold offers if you want some, like, you know, cosmetics and stuff for your character, but really it just comes down to the guild store. That is the big one as far as the stores go. Number 2 is going to be in the Noble Tavern, of course, and there's a couple different things to do. If you are a brand new player, you should exclusively be spending your diamonds on the all hero recruitment and not on a rate up banner. Now, the reason for that is because there's so many A-level heroes that are extremely powerful in this game that you need to get to Mythic Plus as soon as possible, even more so than S-level heroes, because they're going to be more of an impact on your account, especially in the early game. And the reason why is there's a 22.5% chance to summon an A-level hero on the all recruit banner. However, in the rate up banner, there's only a 10%. So you're going to be getting less than half the A levels if you spend your resources here. Now, the only time I'd say that might be worthwhile in the early game to go for the rate up, and I'm talking about like the first month or 2 of playing, is if the hero is just announced that it's completely busted. It's the most overpowered hero in the game. You got to grab them. Chances are we haven't seen that yet. They've been solid, really good heroes, but not things you absolutely need. The all hero recruitment is much better. So stick to this. Make sure you get your wish list updated and everything. We'll probably do an updated wish list guide here soon, now that we have more knowledge on the game and everything, and talk about the good heroes to go for and the bad ones. And still, we can't, like, there's no way to spend diamonds in stargazing just yet. I hope there is in the future, but at least at the time that we're making this guide, or you might be watching this months later, you can't do it here. You probably wouldn't want to use it here anyway unless you're a spender anyway. All your summons need to pretty much happen in the all hero recruitment. Once you get your key heroes like Merrily, Corrin, Odie, all those heroes up to Mythic Plus, even maybe Supreme Plus, then you can consider saving your diamonds for a potential game-changing meta hero in the rate up banner. So those are the 2 things in this area that you need to focus on. Number 1, Emporium, you're going to get all these summons right here, occasionally maybe grabbing some other things, and then exclusively staying in all hero recruitment until you have a solid account, and then save up for that meta hero. Now, the next location comes in the form of these resources right here. As you know, you get all these AFK resources, but you do get some additional purchases every day. You'll have some free ones, and then you'll have ones that scale up. The first one costing 50 diamonds, then 100, then 200, then 300, and I don't know if there's one after 300. We are a high enough VIP that as you go higher in VIP level, it gives you more opportunities to spend them. If you're in the early season, these might not be the worst thing to do, because again, one of the most powerful upgrades to your entire account is literally leveling up your heroes. Even if you're in the new season, not just a brand new account, if you're in the new season, that is going to be another huge boost because you're getting all these resources at a faster rate. Just note, these don't give a ton of resources, but if you do smash it and buy it out every day, you can. Like I said, me personally, I spend what, 650 diamonds every day just on additional resources here. If that's something you want to do, cool. If not, it's not needed. Maybe do like the 51, because the 51 is not a bad deal. Maybe do the 101. That one's still not a bad deal. But when you get to the 200-300, if you're not a spender, those are really going to put a divot in your total diamonds, and that's probably not a good idea. Now, besides that, there's only one or two other places where you can actually spend diamonds in this game. One of them is going to be in Arena, and if you are pushing very early on an account, it might be worthwhile to use some of these up, because as you go through these, depending on how far you've pushed, some of them might be free ones, like you see right here. They cost nothing. I actually have 2 free ones per day, basically because of the progression we made in the game, and then there's other ones that cost additional resources. If you are very early in the game, getting some additional ones for diamonds aren't bad, because remember, at every tier unlock, you're going to be getting a chunk of diamonds, as well as things like title essence, temporal essence, all these things. Actually, I guess you don't get any titles, just it goes straight to temporal, but getting these boosts of diamonds can help your summoning. And then, of course, when you do get into champion, you get even more stuff, which is really, really cool. I don't know if I'd ever get to top 5. That's never been obtained by me, but you can do that in Arena. And the other thing is, when you do get to the Song of Strife season, Supreme Arena unlocks too, and you get a ton of diamonds based on how far you work your way up the list. You can also, again, buy additional glory badges. Those also might be worthwhile if you have the power to progress quickly and you want to get more summons at a faster rate. But besides that, those are really the only other 2 game modes that require something like that. Everything else is pretty static and locked in. You can't buy extra currency in a lot of these other game modes. The other ones don't need currency. So Arena is really the only other spot. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Again, make sure you guys take 1 second, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it just yet. We're going to have a ton of refresh guides coming up for the Song of Strife, because we've had plenty of time to kind of jump in, see what everything's all about, and give some really good advice. Sometimes I try not to do guides like too quickly, because then it's like, well, we don't really know if this is going to be something good or bad, and if somebody watches a month down the road, it could now be bad information. But everything here should be pretty good. If you guys disagree, agree, or have any other opinions, leave a comment down below. I love reading all your comments. I read almost every comment around, honestly. Whether I reply or not is whether I have time, but hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Thank you guys for all the support so far. We're actually getting really, really close to like almost up to 18,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time.